Freemasonry has long been the subject of speculation, myths, and even conspiracy theories. Yet, beyond its aura of secrecy lies a profound and intricate system of esoteric teachings, philosophical, spiritual, and symbolic lessons intended to guide members toward self-improvement, moral integrity, and a deeper understanding of the universe. In Freemasonry, esotericism is less about secrecy for secrecy's sake and more about guiding members through symbolic and allegorical lessons designed to foster reflection, wisdom, and ethical development. The so-called secrets of Freemasonry are not hidden truths about world domination or conspiracies. Instead, they are symbolic keys that help initiates contemplate life's profound questions and understand moral and spiritual principles. Freemasonry's esoteric teachings draw inspiration from diverse philosophical and mystical traditions. Hermeticism contributes ideas about the correspondence between humans and the cosmos, while Kabbalistic principles introduce concepts such as divine emanations and spiritual ascent. Alchemical symbolism represents the transformative journey from a base or imperfect state toward moral and spiritual refinement. Additionally, Platonic philosophy emphasizes the pursuit of wisdom, the immortality of the soul, and the cultivation of virtue. By weaving these traditions together, Freemasonry provides a framework for initiates to develop intellectually, morally, and spiritually. A defining feature of Freemasonry's esoteric teachings is its rich symbolism. Every tool, gesture, and ceremonial action carries meaning, often serving as a moral or philosophical lesson. For instance, the square and compasses, arguably the most recognized symbols of Freemasonry, represent the balance between morality and spiritual growth. The square emphasizes integrity, fairness, and upright action, while the compasses remind members to maintain self-restraint and personal discipline. Together, they encapsulate the harmony between ethical behavior and reflective thought. Another frequently encountered symbol is the letter G, which appears in many lodges. Its interpretation is dual. It represents God, the great architect of the universe, and geometry, reflecting the belief that mathematical and cosmic order govern all creation. Understanding geometry in this context symbolizes a deeper comprehension of the universal laws that structure both the physical and spiritual realms. Other symbolic tools include the plumb line, level, trowel, and gavel. While these were originally practical instruments used by stonemasons, in Freemasonry they convey moral lessons. The plumb line symbolizes uprightness, the level represents equality, and the trowel teaches the importance of spreading brotherly love and unity. Through these symbols, Freemasonry encourages reflection and internalization of ethical principles. The allegory of building a temple, derived from the construction of Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, is another central symbolic motif. The temple represents the initiate's soul, and the act of construction mirrors the process of moral and spiritual self-improvement. Each step in the building process teaches lessons about discipline, cooperation, and the pursuit of perfection, concepts that are as practical as they are philosophical. Freemasonry's esoteric teachings are often structured around a system of degrees, each corresponding to stages in personal and spiritual development. The three foundational degrees, Entered Apprentice, Fellowcraft, and Master Mason, serve as symbolic milestones on an initiatory journey. The Entered Apprentice degree marks the beginning of the path. Initiates are introduced to the principles of Freemasonry, the moral obligations of membership, and the symbolic tools that they will use as guides. This stage emphasizes self-awareness, humility, and ethical conduct. It encourages the initiate to reflect on their personal character, actions, and relationship with the wider world. The Fellowcraft degree represents the intermediate stage, focusing on intellectual and spiritual growth. Here, the initiate explores the study of natural laws, the moral order of society, and the mysteries of creation. Education, reflection, and disciplined inquiry are central themes. This degree underscores the importance of learning and understanding as means to achieve moral and spiritual refinement. The Master Mason degree, the culmination of the foundational progression, delves into profound philosophical and spiritual allegories. It emphasizes themes of mortality, rebirth, and the immortality of the soul. Through ceremonial dramatization of death and renewal, members are invited to contemplate their own mortality, the ethical implications of their choices, and the enduring nature of moral truth. The journey through these degrees mirrors an inner transformative process, moving the individual from ignorance to wisdom, from moral immaturity to spiritual insight. The esoteric teachings of Freemasonry are deeply intertwined with its moral philosophy. Central to this philosophy are three enduring principles: brotherly love, relief, and truth. Brotherly love encourages empathy, kindness, and respect for others. Relief emphasizes charitable action and support for those in need. Truth is the pursuit of honesty, integrity, and knowledge. In addition to these guiding principles, Freemasonry teaches self-mastery. Members are encouraged to understand and control their desires, to temper their emotions, and to align their actions with higher moral standards. The symbolic and ritualistic framework of Freemasonry serves as a practical guide to achieving these goals, providing tools for reflection, meditation, and personal development. Although Freemasonry is not a religion, its esoteric teachings contain significant mystical elements. Initiates are invited to seek a higher understanding of God, often referred to as the great architect of the universe, without adhering to any specific dogma. This inclusive approach allows individuals from diverse religious backgrounds to engage in spiritual inquiry while following a common moral and philosophical framework. Themes of life, death, and immortality are central to the mystical dimension of Freemasonry. Rituals, particularly in the Master Mason degree, explore the transient nature of life and the ethical responsibilities that accompany human existence. Additionally, the organization teaches that the universe is governed by harmonious principles, and understanding these laws is essential to moral and spiritual development. Through meditation, study, and ritual, initiates are encouraged to align their lives with these universal truths. Freemasonry frequently employs alchemical symbolism, using the metaphor of transformation to convey moral and spiritual lessons. Just as alchemists sought to transmute base metals into gold, Freemasonry guides its members to refine their character, turning base traits into virtues. Rituals and symbols often reflect processes of purification, death, and rebirth, teaching initiates to shed ignorance, selfishness, and moral weakness in pursuit of enlightenment. This transformative metaphor is more than symbolic, it is practical. By internalizing these lessons, members cultivate self-discipline, empathy, wisdom, and moral awareness. The alchemical journey represents the ultimate goal of Freemasonry: personal and spiritual perfection. One of the most remarkable aspects of Masonic esotericism is its universal applicability. The teachings transcend cultural, religious, and geographic boundaries, emphasizing principles that are relevant across all societies. Key universal lessons include the interconnectedness of humanity, personal responsibility for ethical conduct, and the lifelong pursuit of truth and knowledge. The universality of Freemasonry's teachings allows it to serve as both a moral guide and a philosophical system. Members are encouraged to apply these principles in daily life, fostering ethical behavior, charitable action, and intellectual curiosity. Through reflection and practice, the esoteric teachings of Freemasonry become a living philosophy rather than a static body of knowledge. The esoteric teachings of Freemasonry are far more than a collection of cryptic symbols and secret rituals. They represent a sophisticated system of moral, philosophical, and spiritual guidance designed to cultivate self-awareness, ethical behavior, and spiritual insight. Through symbols, allegories, rituals, and degrees, members embark on a transformative journey, learning to balance moral action with intellectual reflection and spiritual understanding. Freemasonry's esoteric dimension emphasizes personal responsibility, ethical conduct, and the pursuit of truth. Its teachings are intended to guide initiates toward self-mastery, compassion, and wisdom, while providing a framework for understanding the universe and one's place within it. Far from being a relic of the past, the esoteric teachings of Freemasonry continue to inspire and guide members today, offering timeless lessons in morality, philosophy, and spiritual growth. In this sense, the secrets of Freemasonry are not hidden conspiracies, but profound insights into human nature, ethical living, and the pursuit of higher understanding. By engaging with these teachings, initiates participate in a centuries-old tradition of personal and collective improvement, one that seeks to harmonize human life with the universal principles that govern existence, morality, and the cosmos. In understanding these esoteric teachings, we begin to see Freemasonry not merely as a secret society, but as a living philosophy designed to illuminate the path toward wisdom, virtue, and self-transcendence.